Hey everybody, Don Georgevich here with Job Interview Tools, and today I want to talk to you about quiet quitting your job, and if this is something you should consider doing or not. Quiet quitting recently started trending in the news, and it seems rooted in the Great Resignation. Do you remember that? Where people quit their jobs in droves because they decided that working wasn't as much fun as not working, and felt the need to punish their employer because of low pay and poor working conditions. But now, instead of outright quitting, because, well, a paycheck's a handy thing to have, people are just biding their time in their job while they look for another one. And this has been labeled as quiet quitting. And it's where employees, well, they don't strive for recognition or achievement in their job because, well, they don't love their job or their employer. And they're kind of just keeping a low profile while they search for a new job. I mean, they're not doing less work than they're paid to do. They're just not doing more work than they're paid to do. So instead of working 50 or 60-hour weeks, they're just working 40-hour weeks, what they're paid to do, and then they're going home at the end of the day. But when I first heard about quiet quitting, it had kind of a negative connotation to it and implied that employees were essentially loafing on the job and doing less than they were paid to do. But that's not the case. And well, there's nothing new about quiet quitting. It's just a new term for what people have been doing for decades, which is just average work. I mean, most employees do average work. I mean, there's a very small percentage of overachievers that go above and beyond what is expected of them by their employer. And Harvard Business Review reported in 2021 that 85% of Americans are disengaged in their work, meaning, well, that they're not happy. So you could practically say that 85% of Americans are quiet quitting, but that's not entirely true. It'd make a great headline, but that's not true because of those 85%, some are not looking for jobs. They just don't love the one that they have, but they're going to keep doing what they have. Well, I found people in the news who have YouTube channels who will show you how to quietly quit your job. I mean, it's just mind-boggling because there's nothing new about people who don't like their job and want to quit. I mean, I've done it. You've probably done it. And I mean, most of the jobs that I've had, I've quit. I mean, actually, all the jobs I've had, I quit, except for the ones where they beat me to it. They fired me, but that's another story. But the thing is, if you're unhappy with your employer and you want to quietly quit, don't tell anyone, like your friends or anyone like that you're quietly quitting because of the negative connotations attached to the term. I mean, not everyone knows what it means. And you don't want people thinking that, you're slacking off in your job, while you look for another one, they might think less of you. But if you're looking for a new job and you want to tell people, like your friends and family, then just tell them that you're looking for a new job and leave it at that because that's essentially what you're doing and that's what people have been doing for decades. But don't tell anyone where you work that you're looking or planning to leave because that has a way of getting around that, Don is looking for another job. I mean, this happened to me earlier in my career. I mean, I didn't like my job, as with many of them. And so I told my coworkers that, hey, I'm looking for a new job. I'm really not happy here. Well, what they did was they shared that information with my boss, who then fired me because he found out that I was looking, or quietly quitting as it's called today. So whether you're looking or quietly quitting, keep it to yourself. And I got to tell you, the whole reason that I even wanted to share my thoughts with you about this, because it's really kind of a moot point about whether you're looking or quietly quitting, but the only reason I want to share my thoughts with you today on this is because I watched a video recently, just the other day, on CNN of a young woman, just graduated college, had a corporate job, and she announced on CNN that she was quietly quitting her corporate job. She did this in a video on CNN, and now she teaches other people, how to do the same thing. I mean, I think that's total career suicide to make such a public statement. I mean, if you were hiring people, and she was one of the candidates who was interviewing with you, I mean, would you actually want to offer her the job? Probably not, because, I mean, who knows? I mean, if you were to hire her, she might not be happy there and pull the same quiet quitting stunt that essentially most people do anyways, because most people are just looking for another job and they just keep it to themselves. So there's nothing new about it, but if you are going to do it, keep it to yourself and don't spread the word that you're looking, because it might get you in trouble. All right, my friend, that is all I have for you today. I wish you the very best in your career and your job search. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know. And if you like my channel, you like the things that we're doing here, please subscribe. That way you'll get notifications every time I release a new video. That's all I got for you. See you in the next video. Bye now.